So now that that's been done, we get to the real nitty-gritty of the actual solve. So all of the rest has been just getting this back into the cube shape. So we're actually now ready to do the solve portion of it. Just like with the 2x2, the real big challenge of it was getting the 2x2 portions in. So too is going to be the reduction of these pieces. So everything else was just really preliminaries, getting it back to its cubic form and then rotating everything correctly. So the first thing that you're going to want to do, first off, if you got it to this point, congratulations, that was quite a journey that you took. But now what we're going to do is we're going to start reducing these edges. We have to get this in the shape, in the form, basically of this. We're going to be reducing this to this, specifically to this, and then to this. Yeah, so we're going to want to reduce these, and here's how we're going to do this. I'm going to start off with, say, the green side. So here's a green and orange. I'm going to take these two little ones and move them next to each other. So green and orange, find another green and orange, and that's over here. So this is going to be a matter of finding the proper skew move to place it. So as you can see, if I move this here, it puts that in. So that's good. What I'm going to do next is I'm going to place these at the same time. So sort of two parts to this reduction that I'm going to do at once. I'm not just going to put these in. I could and then do these later, but I find it's a little harder for my eyes to see that. Now what this algorithm is going to do actually is it's going to use the algorithm of taking this center and moving it down to here. But all I care about is moving one of these guys to here. But this whole center is going to move to here by basically doing a down, down, up, up algorithm. Because if I do down, down, up, up, whatever was here is going to come down to here. And if I go down, down, up, up, it brings it back, because that first down, down, up, up will kind of mess these other sides up, these other ones up, and once I get them in, it's going to be a problem. So what this algorithm does is it'll take one of these, move this to here, this to here, and this to here. So what's going to work very well is this green one will come down to here, and so I'm going to find an orange. This orange can come over to here. So one of these two is going to participate with this. So the way this is going to work is if I want this to move in, I'm going to go skew it down, down, up, up. Okay, so remember I started on this side and my last up was here. Then I'm going to take this, because you can see I moved this in, which is good. This orange came down to here, but I got to get it back, so I'm going to rotate this like so, do an edge rotation, and then reverse what I just did so that this green will end up here. So it's going to be down, down, up, up. So in that way, this completely reduces this side. So let's see how this works with others. So what goes on this side? Well, we can use our corners to decide. So here's the green and orange corner. This is green, this is orange, therefore this is going to be yellow. So I'm going to look for the green and yellow. Find the green and yellow, it's right here. Here's one right here. So I'm just going to find where I'm going to place it to move it over to here. It won't come in on this side, so I'm going to come across to here. So this green and yellow can move into here if I turn it like so. Now just position it and see what makes sense. Now as you can see, if I move it into here, I'm going to knock this one out, right? So I'm going to take this yellow and green, I'm going to move it in. Now I'm going to take this edge and do an edge rotation 180 degrees so that when I move it back, this will stay where it is and this will come back to where that should be. So boom, bring that back. That puts this back and move this into here, this green and yellow. Here's the other green and yellow, so it's not going to be able to move in from this angle, so I've got to find another place to move it in. Here, no, so what if I go down to here, and yeah, this can move into here. I can coordinate that like this. Now how do I do this without destroying this? Well, if I'm going to move it in, the way I'm going to coordinate this is if I move it like this, you can see both will be in, but then this will be out. So the way this is going to work is I have to move it in and displace the other one first. So that way I can bump it out of the way and then move it back. So here's what that's going to look like. This belongs in here, so I'm going to move it in and displace this one, like so, boom. Then I'm going to rotate this edge 180 degrees, and now when I move it back, this will be moved back into place, and the one that I moved in will come in next to this guy. So the other red and orange. So move it in, and that's in. And this came back over here. So now that I've done that, I'm going to do the same algorithm. This can flip down to here. If I can find a yellow to put up here. I can't find it here, so that's okay. I'll move it in this perspective because I can use one of these. Here's a yellow. Turn it into here. And I'm going to move it up to here because this yellow will go here, this green will go here, and this red will go, doesn't really matter. And nothing else will be affected, only those three. So it's going to be down, down, up, up. Now we turn this 180 degrees, and then now we just reverse what we just did. Down, down, up, up. So you can see this is all reduced. Now it's going to get a little more complicated, but not too much. So both of these are reduced over here. So now I know what's opposite orange is going to be red. So the green and red is going to here. This green and red is already in here. Let's see if we can't find another one. Let's see, the other green and red is right over here. So this wants to move to here. Obviously, it's not going to be able to move in from this angle, so I got to move it somewhere else. Now, be careful because I got to move it somewhere else. It's going to take this out, so whatever I do, I have to undo. So if I'm going to move this down to here, to bring this up to here, I just have to remember that I have to move this back. It's easier than you might think to do that. And here's why I say that. This orange and green is going to get displaced, so I can move this out. I'll remember to move this back by seeing which one was displaced. So this is over here. I got my orange and green over here, and I want to move it into here. So the same technique is in play. When I move this up, I have to displace this guy here. So I'm going to move this in line so it gets displaced. By moving this red and green up, it'll displace this red and green. Move it up, then do my 180 degree turn like so, then I move it down. This is in here, but now I have to remember what I did, and here's how this is going to be easy. You can see that this one is not where it should be. So this red and orange, green and orange rather. So I know that I'm just going to come up like this to bring this green and orange back. So now I have to put this one in. So this is fine over here, and I don't want this to participate in the algorithm. So how is this going to work? No greens over here that I can use. So I'll just try it from this angle. Still no greens that I can use. So where's a green? What I need to do is I need to move a green up here. So this is where it might get a little complicated, but it's, like I say, it's easier than you think. So if I turn this, well, let's see. If I move this up to here, then it'll work. This green can come down to here. Okay, so that's one turn that I had to make. I had to displace this. I'll just have to remember to move it back. Again, easier than you might think. The problem is that this red, this green will go here, this blue will go here. I got to move this red out. So that means I got to do another deconstruction up to here. And this isn't being used as of yet, so I'm going to move this up to here. I just have to remember to move this back and then move this back down. Now here's how I can more easily do this. I'm going to move this up. So I'll know that when I'm done, I'll simply move this down here. So we'll just do the algorithm now. So we've got down, down, up, up, turn, and then we go down, down, up, up. Now we got to remember to turn this back. And now this, you can see that this fits nicely here, so that was easy to remember. Move this back down. Now the other one, let's just see what has been taken out. This has been taken out, so obviously this has to move here, well, not here, so, whoops. Okay, so now we have to figure out what's going to move next, and it looks like this is going to move to here. So this moves down to here, bang. So this was placed. Now, we do a little bit of damage control. This one is moved out, so we can move it back in. And I usually don't like to move on until I've fixed what I have taken out. So, Okay, so yeah, I'm going to want to put this in. So no oranges here. Now I can look to see if there's other perspectives I can use, and there does not appear to be. But these are the oranges here that I'm going to want to use. So if I turn this like so, and turn this like thus, this orange will come to here. Okay, now this is in use, and I don't want this to participate in the algorithm, so I'm just going to move this down. I've got to remember to move this back up when I'm done. Okay, so this will come down to here. We've got down, down, up, up. This turns, and we have down, down, up, up. This turns back. We're going to go ahead and bring this up, which puts this back in, and now we displaced something here, so we're going to want to bring that back. We can look at our greens and see what was displaced. It was this. So let me see if I bring that up. So now this was brought back over here. Okay, so these are all fine now. These are all in. And finally we have the final green, which is green and white. So to move this into here, let's just find what position we can put this in. So if I move this, now again we seem to be displacing this, but that's okay, we can bring it back. Oh, you know what? I already have a green and white here. So I can move this in, see? Bump it out of the way, move it down. So now this one, I'm going to have occupy this space as well. I just have to remember to move it back. Okay, we're going to rotate this here so that this can fill into this spot. I have to move this here so it can displace this one. So the green and white comes in, displacing the other one. Turn it, bring it back. Okay, now we have to remember to move things back. I believe this had turned here, and now this will come back over to here. Okay, so now this is in, so let's see what we can coordinate. I need a white and a green. Here's a white, so that's going to be easy to coordinate. This white will come here, this will come here, and this will come here. So we've got down, down, up, up. This turns 180 degrees, and then down, down, up, and up. Okay, and move this back. So this is in. Now do we have a green? We have this green that can be used. Now you may think, oh, what am I going to do here? Well, I don't have to do it from this perspective. I can do it from the perspective where this is on the bottom, and that way this has both algorithms. The algorithm will make these both participate. So this will go here, which you don't care about. This will go here, which you don't care about. This will come up here. So position it in the way that you want to get the algorithm to work for you. I'll leave that to you. Shouldn't be too hard. So now we're going to take this, move this to here. So we've got down, down, up, up. This turns, then reverse it to down, down, up, up. So as long as you know what the algorithm does, you can do whatever position, you find whatever position you need, even if it means deconstructing it. But as you can see, these have all been reduced. Now, the rest of it's going to be the same. It's going to be a little bit more complicated in terms of positioning, but the concept is still the same. So, for instance, the edges here, this is going to be the orange and white. So the orange and white, we have one over here. So we're going to have to do a little bit of rearranging. I've got to move this to here. Or do I? Orange and white. Yeah, so if I move this here, that's way too far away. So just find where it'll be able to go. Not there. Maybe here? Yep, okay, here. Now, notice I'm taking this orange and white and I gotta move it into something that's already solved. Boom. But I need to get this to here, so it has to be here. So I'm gonna mess up one of these. As long as I don't mess up these two at the end, we're okay. So I'm going to move this here. So this orange and white is going to make it to here. So bring it in, turn, bring it back. Now I want to get this back, so I'm going to turn this. Now I'm going to mess up one of these or both of these, but that's okay as long as these two end up back in. So now I'm going to reconstruct this back to here. Okay, you can see this was taken out, but we're going to fix that later. I just want to move the other white and orange to here. White and orange. So the other white and orange is right over here. So where can I move this to make it happen? Here? No? If it's not there, then no, it's not there either. Okay. So none unless I move it in this position. So let's see what's going to make sense. Up here? Okay, yeah, up here. So I'm going to be slicing this out, but that's okay. I can slice it back. So now that I have that here, put this in this position, like so. And now we're going to what? Okay, we're going to move this here to displace this one. This will come up here to displace it. Double turn it, bring it back. This is in. Now we got to be careful to move back what I had to move back here, and I think we had this turned. This green and yellow, I just find the other green and yellow, and that'll guide me as to moving it back. Okay, now that I have that, I'm going to put back what I took out, and then I'm going to put these two large ones in here. So I'm going to look for the green one, and the green one is right here. So maybe there's a couple that I can do if I use it from this perspective. This red will go here. Well, if we do it like this, this will go here, which you don't care. This orange will go here, which you do care about, and this green will go back over here. So in this setup, we have down, down, up, up. This turns, and then down, down, up, up. This turns, well, back, we don't really care yet. So this is all in, this is back in. We were doing the orange and white. I want to move a white one in here. I see this is white. I don't want to move this one out, so I'm going to do it from this perspective. Although this is in, we don't know that this is correct, so we're not going to care about that. But I'm going to move this here so that I can get this white one up to here. So this to here, and this to here. So we've got down, down, up, up. This gets turned, and then down, down, up, and up. And might as well turn this back. Okay, so now we take a look at what we've got. This is in, and this is in. Okay, so that's how we're going to proceed. Now I'm going to continue to do this, and you can watch as I do this, because this is the only part that might get a little complicated, and it's hard to know each potential issue that might occur, so I might as well keep going. But next is going to be white and red. So I got to get the white and red ones over here. Here's a white and red one, so this one is easy. I simply move this in, do a 180-degree turn, and then move it back. Find the other white and red, which is here. That's going to be hard to move in from that perspective, so I just have to, let's see. And I don't memorize all the different positions. Just understand I might take some of these big ones out as I'm doing it, but that's okay. So white and red, once again, has to go here. So I'm going to move this to here. That will be able to move this one to here. Alright, I'm going to move this white and red part to get displaced by this one. So we'll move it up, turn, and back. Okay. Now I have to look to see what I did and how to get it back. I can see that this isn't in. So if that's the case, to move it up from here, nope, here, yes. Okay, so white and red, let's see about putting these in. I've got a good red one here. This will go here, this will go here, and this will go here. So down, down, up, up, turn, and down, down, up, up. So this is in. Find a white one, nothing here. Let's go to the other side here. Any white ones? Nothing there. If I don't see it there, I'm just looking for any of the patterns that can be used. So here and here. Aha! Maybe? Oh, no. No, it isn't. So nothing here, nothing here. Okay, so what I'll have to do is just find a white one right over here. So with this, where can I move this to where it's going to make sense? Well, actually, there's this guy. And if I move this up here, this will be fine. It can move into here that way. Okay, but let's carefully consider what's going to happen. I'm going to move this up so that this white can go here, but I don't want this one to participate. So I'm going to move this down like so, because this one isn't in yet. I just have to remember to move this up, which I should be able to remember because I'm just putting the other red and white one next to it. So move it here, and let's just do the algorithm. Down, down, up, up, turn, then opposite side, down, down, up, up. By the way, when you're doing the second down, down, up, up, it's got to start at the other end. You're just reversing what you did. This will come here. Remember, I have to put this red one in. As you can see, we're fine, but we had another movement that we did. What's going to guide me is which green ones are out. It's these, so move it down. You can see these are back. Okay, so no worries. You can see that we're making some good ground here. So now it's red and yellow. Ooh, they're both here, but I got to get them here. So that means where can I put it to make that happen? Not there. Looks like it's going to have to be here. Okay? So let's make this make sense. I know we're going to be taking one of the green ones out, but we can easily put that back in. Whoops. Okay. So this red and yellow is going to come here. So we're going to go up, turn, and back. Okay, turn this and we have to get this back. So this will come back here. You can see we took this green out, but that's okay. We're doing green and yellow, so I'm going to do the same thing now on this side. This will come to here. And this will pop over here. Okay, move this into position so that this green and yellow can displace this green and yellow. This comes up, turn, and bring it down. Okay, let's turn this back. Let's go ahead and get our other ones back here. Whoop. Boom. Okay, so notice that a couple things got out. This is here and that's fine, but I got to get this green one back. Okay, here's the green one here. This green will go here. However, I don't want this to participate, so I'm going to do it from this perspective. So find whatever rotation, whatever perspective, these will interact with this. So this yellow will go here, this white will go here, this green will go here. So we've got down, down, up, up, and turn, and then down, down, up, and up. Okay, this is now back, and we put this yellow here. So if we can find a red one, aha, here, this will go here, this will go here, and this will go here. So, down, down, up, up, and then turn, and then down, down, up, up. That puts all of these in. So now we can look and take stock of what we've got. And we're doing pretty well. All of our greens are done. These are all done here, so that's good. And now we've got yellow and orange. Okay? The last one of our middle layer, here's a yellow and orange. This is already in, so we just have to put this in. Let's find what layer it's going to work best. It's going to be this. So we're going to turn this in such a way that it'll move in. Move this in such a way to where this one will be, its complement will be displaced. So we move it up, turn, and down. So both of these are in. But now I've got to move this back into place, so this will turn here. And I can see this got sliced up here, so it's easy to see that this will come up over here. Now, you don't have to necessarily keep putting these things back, but I like to do that because it just gives me a better perspective. So where's the green? Here's the green. Now this is nice because I've got the yellow here. So if I move this to here, this red will go here, this yellow will go here, this green will go here by this algorithm. So we've got down, down, up, up. This turns, and then down, down, up, up. Okay, we like this here. This is all back in, so let's take stock on what we've got. Okay, we have to get an orange one in here. Okay, here's an orange. None of these are in, so I'm going to do it from basically this perspective. Move this to here. Move this one down. So now we're going to get this one up here. So we've got down, down, up, up, turn, and down, down, up, and up. I gotta say, these Skewb moves get a little sticky. Okay, so now as you can see, our middle edges are done. Well, you can see better here. Middle edges are done, and now we hit the top one. So this is really more of the same. It just takes a little more doing. Well, this was very merciful. And because it just so happens that they're all in. Oh, good. They're not all in. That was too merciful. So this is in. We just got lucky. And this is in. We got way too lucky, but these guys aren't. So at least I'll be able to show that. Sorry about that. I never get that lucky. But what you would do is you would just take this and you'd have to reposition and put them in exactly the way that was shown. It'll take some of these big ones out, but we can put them back in. In the meantime, let's just put these in. So this can come here. We just need an orange that's not in use, which is this one. So where can I move this to participate in an algorithm with this side? Well, I can move this to here. And move this, no, not there. But here, yeah, okay. So here, this orange will go here, this blue will go here, this white will go here. So it's pretty good. So we have down, down, up. Up, turn, then we start from here and go down, down, up, up. So remember, when I started here with the first down, down, up, up, I have to finish with this one. And this turns here. So that works nicely over here. And we just want to turn. Oop, nope, this is going to come up to here like so. Okay. Which one do we? Okay, so we did this one. So this one happened to be in. Might as well move this guy in as well. So here's a yellow. Here's a blue. Any other yellows? Nope, it's got to be this one. So let's find a place to move this so it'll participate with this over here. And I suspect if I move it to here, yeah, if I move it to here and then turn this here, this will participate. So I've got down, down, up, up, turn, then we start from here, down, down, up, up. And this is turned back. So you can see this is in. Now I have to put back what we took out. So you can see how it's easy to see that it's going to be sliced up here. So this moves in over here. Okay, so we've got this in, we've got this in. Now these two are not in the right place. This has to be the white and red, sorry, the white and blue, which is over here. So this will just give kind of a taste of what that's going to look like. Getting a little rigid for some reason. Okay, so I'm going to move this to here, so that I can then take this and move it to here. So I'm going to put it in position, move it in, exchange it, and move it down. Okay, now let's be careful to move it back. So this will come here, and I got to move this back to where it was. I took this out, but it doesn't really matter. Now I'm going to turn this around to do the same thing, to bring this white and blue to here. And now we're going to do the same thing. This will come to here. This white and blue will have to displace this one, so this is going to come over to here. This will come down, turn, bring it back. So now this is all in. This has been placed in. Put this back where it was and bring this back up. So now all I have to do is get these guys. So all of these should be correct. I just have to move these guys in, and that's what I'm going to do. So here's the orange. Moving this here, this orange will go here. This red, we don't want it to go there, but where do we want it to go? We actually want it to go, well, we want it to go here. So can I move this to here? And the answer is yes, which is nice because then this blue will end up here. So it's a perfect 3 cycle. I just had to deconstruct it a little bit. Okay, so let's do the algorithm. Down, down, up, up, turn, down, down, up, up. So now this is in, this gets turned back, this red came in, and this gets turned back down. So that was a perfect 3 cycle over there. So what is left? What is left that we have to do? Boy, one good 3 cycle really helps a whole lot, because now it appears that all the edges are reduced. Yeah, so you can see all of these are in, all these are in. Now, even though you've got the edges reduced, there's something at this point that you need to do. And you should do it now. And that's to see if there isn't any parity of reduction. There is such a parity to where all the corners are in except one is rotated. Now you could go ahead and do the rest of the solve, but you're going to have to end up dealing with the parity when much of them are solved. It's best to do it now. So we're going to do a semi-partial solve. We're going to put the corners in. So here's how that's going to work. It takes a little extra time, but it's worth doing. Here's how I put the corners in. Do it the same way that you do the Skewby Copter. Same way that you do with this, same way that you do with this. So hopefully you'll know how to do that. But here's the green, white, and red. So that's going to go over here. So I'm just going to wind this around to move it in. So yeah, what I'm going to have to do is to bring this up here, we have to rotate this first so the corner can come in the right configuration. You can see it's not in the right configuration here. So just like we did with these corners, I'm going to send this all around the bottom until it's matched up, until these colors are matched up. Once it is, then I move it up, and you can see the green one is in. So let's do the other one. We move this down, supercube style, bring this in. You can see it's not lined up, so we go all around the bottom, like so, until it's matched. Then we bring it in. Okay, the next one is going to be this guy. Move this down, bring it in. You can see it's not matched up. We go all the way around the world until it's in, then bring it up. And last but not least, let's bring this down so we can find this not matched. Bring it all the way around. You see it's in, and bring it in. So these corners are now in. Again, my goal is not to start the solve yet. I just need to make sure there's no parity. These all match. So in terms of putting these corners in, basically you're going to position it, and I've got to refer you to your knowledge of how to solve these guys, but just in case there's a problem with that, let's go ahead and move these, rotate these first. You can see this is already in. The other one is here. If I move this to here, it's not in the right place. So because of that, I have to move it in from a different perspective. So I'm actually going to roll it from here to here, and then roll it to here. You can see it's not right yet either. So I'm going to take it out, bring this back, and just bring this back in here. And I'm just going to keep rolling it around, turn, turn, then eventually it's going to come in the correct place. and then turn. So this is correct, this is correct. Now don't worry about these. Don't worry about the rotation of these yet. That's not really a problem. If you don't like the way that looks, I'll move this out of the way, these two corners out of the way, then I'll rotate this, then I'll put those corners back. So if that's what you want. Okay, next is we've got to get this rotated correctly. I'll move this into here. You can see they're both rotated wrong. If they're both rotated wrong, then do whatever you need to do to rotate them correctly. What I do is I do something called the C technique. So this is rotated wrong, so I'm going to rotate it like this. And obviously I can't move it in from this perspective, so what I do is I take this, I'm going to move this to here and move this to here. So my C technique is I go around here, here, and here. So this is here. Actually, okay, yeah, here, here, and here. So this is in at this place. Then this guy is going to come here and here. Okay, so there's something to see with that. Whatever technique you need to move this in, and again, I assume knowledge of this, but if you notice what I did is I was just rolling it around until they got to the proper position. But suffice to say, it looks like all the corners are in except this. This is rotating. That's a parity. You can't have that.